Good morning, everyone. It's Elsie. It's Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I did. So, very excited about the progress I made. Okay, so here's where we're at. So you can see I've done these 4 pink flowers and then a lot of like the stems and leaves. I did these little leaves over here. So we're really getting there. And now I need to like bring these 2 lines down because, I'm kind of here. Everything's at this point. And let's see. So below this is kind of just some decorative stuff. And then there's going to be some leaves around here and then 1 pink flower here. And then pretty much down here is like a giant swan. So that's what's going to be down there next. And so around here, I guess, will be the end of the first entire page. That's a quarter of the pattern. So I'm very excited about that, obviously. But yeah, it's just coming along good, coming along well. And I'm very happy. Very happy with it. Just love the color, the way the colors work together with this watermelon fabric that I bought hand dyed from a local woman. So yeah, basically I'm about right here in the pattern. And then this is the end. This little dark place is the overlap for the page below. And then actually this is the overlap for the page over here. So yay, so exciting. Very happy with it. This is the most unstitching I've ever had to do in a project because everything really fits together well. So if you're off, you're going to find out pretty quick. And then I don't think there's anything I've done that I could have really worked in. So I've just been zen about having to unstitch things. So yeah, so one more night of having to be accountable, right, for making sure I do my stitching. So once this, I already mentioned, once this arts marathon is done, I'm going to be working on the book that I am publishing this year, which is called How to Find Joy in a Capitalist Hellscape, the guide. And it's a small format book. And I have a friend who I saw ran into last night, an artist friend who will be doing some illustrations for it. Very excited about that. And then I was talking to another friend over the weekend, and I forget why it came up, but I had started designing a social card game a few years ago, kind of in my spare time. And then I'm sure I got busy, and so I put it aside, but it was inspired by this card game called Sneaky Cards. And this it's a Sneaky Cards Play It Forward, like a riff off Pay It Forward. So these cards tell you to do things, and each deck has its own serial number. And after you do the thing, you're supposed to give the card to the person with whom you interacted. Like this one says, give someone frontsies, switch places with someone standing behind you in line. So let someone move up in line in front of you. And then you're supposed to give them the card. Now, the chances that the person you give the card to is going to then use the card again is, in my opinion, kind of slim. So I I'm not sure I'm going to incorporate that aspect into my own card game. I have to figure it out. But what I really want to do on each card is put a hashtag so that when the person does the thing, like if you give someone your place in line, you could take a selfie with them and then post it on Instagram with the hashtag. And then you could go see all the other people who use the same hashtag to do the same thing, right? So maybe the hashtag has a number to tell you which card it was. It would have to be something unique, obviously, because there are lots of hashtags and you don't want a bunch of other random stuff to come up. So that's kind of my idea for it. But I already have taken notes on what the cards could be. I'm trying to think of some of them. I mean, like one of them would be take a selfie with someone's dog, right? And then you put that on social media and use the hashtag. Then you can go look and see all the other people who have done that with that hashtag. So they're all social. Well, most of them. A lot of them are interacting with people, right? So now that I'm writing this book, I want the card deck to go with the book, really. So it would be kind of like, you know, how to find joy out in public or something like that. So they would all be, you know, things that would bring you and the strangers that you interact with joy. So yeah, so that's, I'm going to be working on the book and the card deck sort of simultaneously. It's going to be a lot of work, but I would love to get them both launched this year. That's my goal. And so I can reuse some of the illustrations that my friend does from the book for the card deck. So that's going to be great too. So really for the card deck, what I need to do is, theirs are all the same on the back. So I need to design the back. And the cards might be bigger than this though, because I feel like there's definitely not enough information on here, especially if you want to give it to the person you interact with, because I don't think they're going to know what to do with it. There's not enough like, so if I did it, there would be a little section that says, did someone just hand you this card? And then a little like what you're supposed to be doing with it, like send them to a website or, you know, because they're not going to have the instructions that come with the cards, right? So if you want someone else to interact with the card, you're going to have to give them more information. So just a lot of things like that. I'm actually sitting down with a couple artist friends soon, and I'm going to bounce ideas off them and try to get their feedback on, like, if someone handed you this card, would you do it? Or, you know, what would make you do it? So just stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. I have some headspace right now, especially after this is done and I'm not making all these videos. I'll have a lot of headspace to dedicate to it. So I'm excited about really buckling down on it and seeing what I can do. You know, you just throw the spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Yay, that's life. That's definitely how I do life. Just let's try this, let's try this, let's try this, you know, and a lot of it's not going to succeed or go very far, but you still do it because you want to find out, right? So anyway, all right, I guess I will see you one more time tomorrow. And until then, I hope you have an amazing Monday.